Hello students, welcome to civics session. Today we are going to learn chapter number 1, Introduction to the Parliamentary System. In this chapter we will learn the machinery or the system of government as given in the Indian Constitution. Students, have you thought of this? What is a parliamentary system of government? The parliamentary system of the government is the one where representatives are directly elected by the people. In India, we have Prime Minister, but why is there no Prime Minister in the United States of America? And answer is, in the parliamentary system of government, the Prime Minister is the head of the executive, that is the Council of Ministers, which is Indian system. And in the presidential system of government, the President is the head of the executive, which is American system. Next question is, what is the difference between a parliamentary and a presidential system of government? And answer is, in the parliamentary system, President is the constitutional head, and in the presidential system, President is the executive head. In parliamentary system, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers have more power. In presidential system, President has more powers. In parliamentary system, Council of Ministers is formed by elected members of Parliament, and in presidential system, President is directly elected by the people. In parliamentary system, Parliament can remove the Prime Minister by passing a no confidence motion. In presidential system, President can be removed only by impeachment process. In parliamentary system, members of the executive are also the members of the legislature. And in presidential system, legislature and executive are not dependent on each other. Students, about parliamentary system and presidential system we are going to study in detail in this chapter. These questions would lead us to conclude that every country has a different form of government. Before we go ahead to understand different types of government system, let us first learn about the main branches of the government. Students, last year in standard 7th we have studied about the main pillars of parliament. 3 main pillars of parliament. So, which are the 3 main pillars of parliament? Legislature, executive and judiciary. What are the functions of legislature, executive and judiciary? Legislature is to make law, and the executive implements the law, and the judiciary provides justice. The functions of these organs, their jurisdiction and limitations on their power, and the interrelationship between these organs are decided by the Constitution. There are 2 main types of government systems that are followed. First is parliamentary system and second is presidential system. First we will learn about the parliamentary system of government. The parliamentary system of government was first developed in England, and the English Constitution is an unwritten constitution. They don't have any written constitution. Their constitution is unwritten. The governance is carried out in accordance with tradition and customs and conventions. India has adopted this parliamentary system. So, let us understand the characteristics of the Indian parliamentary system of government in India. The parliamentary system is a system of governance in India. The legislature of central government is known as Parliament. The Indian Parliament is composed of President, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Members of Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people. Elections to the Lok Sabha are held after every 5 years. All the political parties contest these elections. The party which gets more than half of the seat is considered as the majority party. So, the majority party forms the government. Sometimes, when no party gets a clear majority, some parties come together to form a majority and they can establish the government. This kind of government is known as coalition government. The leader of the majority party becomes the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers chosen by the Prime Minister together forms the executive in the parliamentary system of government. The executive has a dual responsibility in the parliamentary system. One, as an executive, they have to implement laws, and second, as they are the members of legislature, they also have to fulfill responsibilities of the legislature. This means the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers is responsible to the legislature for all their actions and policies. It means that the Council of Ministers has to work with the legislature. It is for this reason that the parliamentary system is a responsible system of government. This means the entire Council of Ministers is responsible for taking the decision. Decision taken by any ministry or department is considered as decision of the government. So, the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers is responsible to the legislature for all their actions and policies. This means the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers is responsible to the legislature also and also to the executive department, as they have to implement laws. So, they have the collective responsibility. Students, we will conclude our session, and in next session we will study why did India adopt a parliamentary system of government, and also we will study about the presidential system of government in detail.